This is 7 minutes on the Sabbath day. This is my 10th video. And today I would like to talk about a little bit of current events, but before I start speaking, I would like to tell you all the definition of the word Hebrew. In the American Heritage Dictionary of the English language, this is what the definition says: a race of Semitic people descended from Abraham of the Old Testament. Ironically enough, including most Arabs. Abraham's name in the beginning was Abram. That means one who possesses Ram, R-A-M. Look it up. You'll find it. He was from the land of Ur, U-R, which was a major Sumerian city. Abraham was way more important than you people have been told. But I just want to give you that definition, and then we're going to talk the definition. A Jew is somebody that is an adherent to Judaism, descended from the Israelites. Now we come to my favorite ones, the Zionist. That's just a political movement furthering the aims and goals and profits of the state of Israel. Now, everybody in Israel is not a Zionist. Remember this: Israel, Osiris, Amun Ra, El, Israel. Now, Zionists are not good people. All they care about is their political movement. All they care about is furthering their goals. Now we're going to talk about Trump's State of the Union. I never talk about this kind of thing, but I was shooting pool at a pool hall, and they had a TV playing. It was turned down, but I watched his mannerisms. I watched how he spoke. And as soon as he got through speaking, backing out of the deal with Iran, bam, here comes the head of Israel. From Israel, I support Trump. Wow. Then a few days later, the missiles start flying. I said, doesn't this seem like a coincidence? And everybody says that they fired them. Let me tell you who fired those missiles. Israel. All they do is stir the pot, the Zionists, for more control. More control. More control. This has been going on for a very long time. But nobody seems to care. Like I told you, y'all, you got some more stuff from Walmart. I mean, start waking up to what's going on here. It's just beyond believable. The more I see this go on, just like this. Let's start talking about Iran. President Assad. I've studied President Assad. He wasn't supposed to be the president. His brother got killed in a car crash. He was educated in Europe. He was a doctor, married a beautiful woman, had children. Now, this man's an intelligent man. Think logically instead of Americanly for just a moment. He saw what happened to Saddam Hussein. Saddam went from having any young girl he wanted, from doing any perverted, filthy act he wanted one day. The next day, he's hiding down in a hole like a rat, running for his life. Wow, what a change. And Assad saw this happen. Now, do you really believe, just really deep down believe, that this man is so insane to set off chemical weapons and kill his own people and draw the world upon him like Saddam Hussein? He's got guns. He could kill them any way he wants to. But we say he killed them with chemical weapons, and the Russians said that were there that we found no evidence of this. But once again, what you hear on the media is what you believe. This man is not insane enough to want his wife to be raped, for his children to be killed, just like Saddam. Why can't you understand what's going on here? That there's somebody behind the scenes, just like them witches with the pot, stirring it, stirring it, stirring it to get more control. War makes money. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing about one of the greatest presidents we ever had. The most economically genius president was John Kennedy. He knew things about economics that scared the people running the world. He knew about the Federal Reserve. In June of 1963, he printed $4 billion worth of United States notes backed by the U.S. Treasury, not the Federal Reserve, and said the only way for us to get our country in line is to quit paying this interest to the Federal Reserve. And it's a funny thing, but in November, I think 22nd, he's a dead man, not many months later. Also, there were one more factor. He did not want us in the Vietnam War. He did not want to send soldiers to Vietnam. Once again, it's about making money. That war made a lot of money for somebody and cost a lot of innocent boys their lives that didn't accomplish anything. Once again, you tell the truth, Kennedy was trying to get this country to be great again. But as long as you bow to the people lending you the money, you will never be great. That's the name of the game. What I don't understand, if we have all these weapons and this big army and all this power, why don't we just say we're not going to pay no more interest? We'll pay off our debt, but no more interest. What are we so scared of? Is it supernatural? I think you might have it now, don't you? Look, the Barron's entity has been around a long time. And he runs this show. And all he does is call transmigration of souls. When he dies, the eldest son, boom. Here I am again, just a different body, the same entity. And their control of this world, because they're so greedy and want more power and control, has kept them together for 7 generations. How long have you been together with your family? 7 generations. These men have fathered more illegitimate children through the world than any family on earth. There could be people in China, Rothschild blood. People in Japan, Rothschild blood. Let's just start telling the truth. I'm tired of beating around the bush. This has got to stop. This killing innocent people, all about money. And before I leave, I want you to do one thing for me. Look up Major General Smedley Butler. Smedley Butler. He wrote a book called War's a Racket. He knew exactly what was going on here. And this was in 1939 or 40. And now look, he wrote a book, a major general, to tell y'all how y'all are being done. Has anything changed? One more thought for you today. Everything you see, this is how the human mind works. Everything you see, when you look at it, anybody in the know will tell you this, you see it upside down. It's upside down. And our mind flips it up so we see it like we see it. Now, I can tell people this, and some people, intelligent people, rich people, they cannot believe it. They won't believe it. And you want me to tell you why? Because that's the key to Pandora's box. Boom. Once they believe that, then they start thinking, well, if our mind's doing that and we don't even know it, what else could be going on that we ain't got a clue of? So they'd rather just keep Pandora's box shut and live like they don't have a clue. I think that's called the blind leading the blind will both fall into the ditch. Thank you for listening. 7 minutes on the Sabbath day. Free your mind.